expect these things, but like what are you bringing to the table, you know?
Yeah.
So the expectation that some women have is too high, and the expectation that some men have is too high either. But
Mm-hmm.
it's been a lot of promotion, and it's like I've heard like men say like they don't want to date a black woman, like they're not attracted to black women. And I get that you could be attracted to other races, you know, and but I don't know, it just feels kind of like fucked up to shit on black women,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, like, your mom was black. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to marry a black woman, but I mean, you can't shit on them, you know?
Yeah, it's like go marry your white woman or Latino, whoever, and leave us alone. You don't need to pull us into it. I hate when it's like it's okay to have a preference, but to say you have a preference and hate another
To
group,
down
yeah, to
black.
down somebody else is just kind of ridiculous. Is I feel like and especially when people, just because I want to go back to something else you said,
Go ahead.
but to continue on this really quick, like the whole I don't date black women because they're too loud, they're too independent, they don't know how to submit, or these different things. And it's like you clearly have never like traveled maybe outside of your community or something, like,
Right.
because they like black women are so diverse. Like you can find the black woman that you want all over the country. Like we are not all the same, and to say, so if you don't want that super like independent, one that like maybe has a lot to say, won't let you run over her or say, or treat her any kind of way, or won't let you whatever it is that you're thinking in your mind, like you can find that, submissive, and the submissive that they're talking about, the, one that's under your foot or whatever, that's like gonna listen to everything you say and you're basically God. I'm sure she's out there, but like to just, I don't know, just to dump on black women in general and say that all of us are one way is just
Right.
like you clearly have not like gone outside your bubble, because you can find us in just about every space. There is a black woman there.
Yeah.
You just got to find her. So yeah, but also what you're saying, like with the whole, like women who like say that they want all these things, like you need to be 6 feet tall and have six figures and all this stuff, and they don't have anything to offer. But also, I feel like, at least this is what I've seen in my experience, I feel like women like that who don't have as much going on for themselves, who maybe work at, in the like fast food industry or something like that, and, living paycheck to paycheck in a rent in an apartment or something like that. I feel like they have like they can find men a little bit easier because they don't really, because basically like he can be that man and like, do provide and do all that stuff. But a lot of times the women who have the degrees, that like who own their own home and are doing things for themselves, tend to be told that we are intimidating a lot of times. And or I feel like you just got all this stuff going on and I don't really, I'm just a director at YMCA, so can't date you. Or I'm just it's like, that was a little specific, but you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
it's like I have been told that a lot, that like I'm like I have too much. And it's like, well, what was I supposed to do? Sit at home? I'm 31 now. So I'm
Right.
like, I was supposed to just sit at home at the house and just like, and wait until a man decided to marry me, and then like, so that you can feel comfortable. Like, it just doesn't, make sense. But I don't know.
I feel
It's,
I feel like people are so heavy hearted that like they'll experience something. Like, they date two black women, and like they necessarily couldn't handle them or whatever. And they just like wrote off all black women.
Yeah.
But like you
yeah.
said, everyone's different.